A simple question. Is a buyer's offer to purchase confidential? We're going to discuss that in this video. Hey everyone, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Vojchehoske and welcome to the Real Estate Classroom YouTube channel. It's just a place where real estate professionals can get tools and tips to stay out of real estate jail. And real quick, if you would, click that subscribe button and that little notification bell right next to it. And thumbs up or thumbs down, either way, I don't care. It is traffic for my channel. Question of the day is, can a buyer require the seller to keep their offer confidential? Now, in the market that I am here in Omaha, Nebraska, inventory is an issue, and it's not uncommon on a hot property to have 4, 5, 6, 7 offers in on that property. So a common question that I get is, can a buyer ask or require that their offer be confidential? And the answer is no. There's no way to do that. Now understand that confidentiality usually derives from agency law in that specific state. And every state may differ just a little bit. However, there's one element that's very consistent with confidentiality, and that is that the information cannot be passed on to a third party. So think about it. The communication between you and your client is confidential. The communication between an attorney and their client is confidential. But once that information or that purchase offer is voluntarily given to the listing agent, that listing agent and that seller becomes a third party. So therefore, there can't be a requirement that you place on them that it be confidential. All right, so what can the seller do with that offer once they get it? That's another common question that we've been receiving in this market. And that is, they can pretty much do whatever they want with it. So they can keep your information confidential, or they can actually make copies of your offer and share it with all the other competing buyers. Either way is fine, but one cautionary note that I would tell you listing agents, that if your seller is going to disclose anything about competing offers, that it be very consistent. So if they're going to only disclose, for example, the price, the closing date, and the type of financing of all the other competing offers, they need to make sure that they're very consistent on only sharing those 3 things with everybody. If you treat one of those parties differently, you're going to find yourself in potential serious fair housing jeopardy. So keep it very consistent. Next question is there an actual way that you can keep an offer confidential? And there is. And listen, there's a lot of reasons why somebody may want to. For example, a seller may be selling a 100-unit apartment community, and they want to keep the financials and the expenses confidential. Now, on the other hand, the buyer needs that information so they can qualify any offer that they may want to make. So both parties have a vested interest in this data. So how do we do that? It's called a non-disclosure agreement. Now, a couple of things about this non-disclosure agreement. Number one is everybody that's going to put their eyes on that offer or on those expense and income data in our scenario that we talked about, they need to sign it. That could include the buyer and the seller, both agents that are involved in the transaction, both brokers, CPAs and attorneys that may be reviewing the documentation and the financials. Right? The other key to remember with non-disclosure agreements is that they must be signed prior to you submitting that offer. So make sure you get those NDAs, as we call them, signed and sealed by everybody before you release your offer. Because if you don't, then that's considered sharing it with a third party, and confidentiality does not exist. All right, I hope this video has been helpful. A couple of things before we go real quick. Please, if you would, leave comments. If I missed anything, share your experiences, your stories, ask your questions on the comment section below. Like the video, share the video, and don't forget to click that little notification bell. Until next week, get out there and sell.